Hello, I'm Laura McHarry at The Hidden Edge with another tea break tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. Today we're looking at Robert Cialdini's 6 Principles of Influence. As a company, you need to persuade your prospects that you're delivering a superb solution to a problem that they want solving. This psychology of persuasion model is a really useful tool to help you frame your business communication strategy. Let's first have a look at those 6 principles of influence. They are reciprocity, scarcity, social proof, consistency and commitment, liking, and authority. Reciprocity. People are wired in this way, and if you give somebody a favour, if you do something for them, then they tend to feel indebted to you in some way, and they would want to pay you back. Scarcity. If people think that something's going to run out, they will rush to buy it. The limited time only sales, the while supplies last phrases are overt evidence of this method of persuasion. Social proof. Liking. People are more likely to buy from people they know, like and trust, very simply because they've established a relationship with them already. Authority. The vast majority of the human population is made up of followers. They will respect authority figures who have an important message or an effective style and a platform from which to speak. So here we have a template, one that you can use to consider the 6 persuasive principles and who, how, what, where, and when you use them in order to promote your business. Reciprocity, then. To put reciprocity into action means giving people something really for free. Regardless of your industry or business, there's probably something that you can give away, whether that's your time if you're consulting, and maybe a half-hour telephone conversation or some advice. Your expertise, you can tell them things that they need to know, give them templates, offer them downloads. And content is one of the most common forms of establishing reciprocity. You can have free downloads, free webinars, free ebooks, and other sorts of free content that can support your client base. Scarcity. The scarcity technique is pretty easy to implement online. And you can make your offer, then pull it back a little bit with we're running out of this message, or it's only here for a finite period of time. You could put a number on it, and you could say that maybe there's only 200 units of these left, and once it's gone, it's gone. The sale is limited. Scarcity doesn't need to be a reality. People simply need to think that there is something scarce in order for it to be compelling. Social proof. This is a crucial ingredient in any marketing. People will buy what they see and do other people buying, seeing and doing. So using testimonials, these are one of the greatest weapons that you can use to reinforce how powerful your product or service is. Create good content that gets commented upon, whether that's online or offline. It's still about recognizing that other people appreciate your business. Authority. If you have a well-defined niche, then it's possible to become the authority in that niche. For more content, more presence, and more information, you will begin to grow your platform, assert your expertise, and gain the recognition and respect of others within that niche. Liking. This is about relationships. This is about networking with people, getting to know people, getting to like people, and getting to trust people. And Vicky Verky. It's really important to, if you do networking, to follow through and connect with people using the social media platforms. Use photographs of them if you can, and tag them, because they're much more likely to respond to that with a like or a share. And particularly if they share, then it's going to go out to their contacts as well. Use a normal human voice in your writing. In fact, use the voice of your company. And there is another video that we talk about that particular activity. Use the first person when you write, and make sure that it is appropriate for your business and your audience. Create a positive and active social presence. People do interact online. It is the virtual water cooler of today's workforce, but you also need to be doing it in real life too. And finally, consistency and commitment. There are two specific sets of approaches that could work for you here. Creating your own consistency, that is understanding exactly who your customer is, creating a persona if that helps, then crafting the headlines and the value propositions that speak directly to that person's desires and self-image. This forms the basis of your messaging and your branding, because you're establishing influence by creating consistency. Then invite commitment. So now we're asking them to take some action. One small action will pave the way to future bigger actions. And here are some little actions that you could ask for. Follow up on social media if a person follows you on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, for example. LinkedIn. They will not only expose your brand to more of their connections, but they'll be making a commitment in your direction on your behalf. Make a video. If somebody invests their time in watching your video, then they've made a commitment. And that's a great way to coax people into making another small commitment. Or fill out a form. When someone provides an email address, a name, and a telephone number, they are giving you data. They're creating a small series of commitments that can lead to greater commitment later on. This is a very brief synopsis of the psychology of influence, which Cialdini suggests will act as a driving force for business success. Download the templates from the Hidden Edge website, and whilst you're there, please share stories of what you have used to help you influence your clients. Until next tea break time, enjoy the rest of this one.